I love a good sit down, and 2025 delivered. I chatted with two trailblazing women, Robin Roberts and Joy Behar, each iconic in her own right. We start with Roberts, who opens up about the moments that shaped her and the mindset that keeps her moving forward.
Good morning, America. Good morning, America. Good morning, America. Good morning, America. I never take for granted when I say good morning, America. I never do.
Robin Roberts is more than just a name in broadcasting.
Live from somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean, underway and making broadcast history.
She is a symbol of resilience, excellence, inspiration, and a woman who truly is unstoppable.
Welcome to Boston.
Thank you.
What inspired you to pursue a career in broadcasting? Was this something you always wanted to do?
I wanted to be a pro athlete, but there's a little thing called ability that you must have, and I realized that wasn't going to happen. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be a sports journalist. It was a lesson in that I wanted to get to Wimbledon as a tennis player. I got to Wimbledon, didn't have a tennis racket, I had a microphone in my hands. And it taught me, dream big, focus small. Reporting from Wimbledon, Robin Roberts, ESPN.
For 15 years, she wasn't just reporting on games, she was changing the game, showing the world what women in sports journalism can do.
To be the first black woman anchor on SportsCenter is something that I hold very dear to my heart. I'm very grateful for the opportunity that was afforded me.
Roberts began appearing on Good Morning America in 1995, becoming a full-time co-anchor in 2005.
And we can announce today it's going to be Robin.
Wow.
Her tenure filled with groundbreaking interviews, from sitting down with presidents to sharing heartfelt moments with everyday heroes.
Oh, you don't know how many times I have thought of you.
What would you consider the defining moment of your career and why?
I'm not one of those people who say that cancer was the best thing that happened to me. It was not, but it was a defining moment. It taught me how strong I was. A strength that I didn't realize I had. And it really was one of those moments that was like, okay, everybody's got something. This was placed in my path. What am I supposed to learn to be able to share with others? But what am I supposed to learn about myself? And I learned that there was a depth to me that I didn't realize I had, and that it is a privilege to be a messenger.
Through it all, she remained a beacon of strength, showing millions how to face life's toughest moments with grace and an unwavering spirit.
I realize that people just want you to be your authentic self. I know we overuse that phrase a little bit. I'm living my life. I'm not telling you how to live yours, and please don't tell me how to live mine. This is who I am. I do not want to play the supporting role in my life story. I want to be the lady in my own story. Good morning, America!
She's known for her sharp wit and unfiltered opinions on The View.
No matter what you do, it's wrong. Forget it.
But now, Joy Behar is taking center stage at the Calderwood Pavilion in Boston with her new play, My First Ex-Husband.
I heard that. Don't judge.
About that title.
One may wonder, well, how many ex-husbands do you have?
I'm only interested in the first one. I know. You know who thought of that title?
Who?
My husband. My second husband, who is not my ex yet and won't be.
Inspiration for the play sparked in the 80s.
I said to one of my girlfriends, I said, why don't I put you on tape and you can tell me the story? I transcribed it. And when I read it, I said, this is gold. And then I said, I think I'm going to do it again. And then it sort of just mushroomed like that. And I had this collection, and each one of them is different. Every woman is different. Every story is different.
The format echoes the Vagina Monologues, women telling 8 heartfelt stories.
I think that it's real is what makes it different. The fact that these are real stories. I didn't make up anything, except I embellished, I made them funnier.
With an all-star cast, My First Ex-Husband is resonating with audiences, women and men alike.
The men love it, and they give us the biggest laughs.
The View. You are the longest running co-host on this show.
Yeah.
What is it that you still love?
I like the spontaneity of the show. I love the girls too. They're wonderfully talented women that I work with. I just like the idea that you just speak our mind.
You've had a lot of voices at your table.
A lot.
The country is divided right now. Do you think comedy helps bring people together?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I run into these MAGA guys sometimes, you know, and I get into arguments with them. By the time I'm done with them, they want to take a picture with me. And we're fine. We're fine. I mean, everybody's got a point of view.
While in Boston, Joy's view on relationships is all about laughs.
Who's funnier, your ex-husband, your current husband, or you?
Me.
Joy, you are indeed a joy.